Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide. Before we get into the review, I'd like to say this is the final day that you can join the Million Mile 2022. Sure you can get your miles in, but you can still donate even after the Million Mile 2022 is over. You can help ALSF uh, fight against childhood cancer and find a way to cure it. So there's getting involved, ways to give donations, of course, about ASLF. No, ALSF, which is Alex's Lemonade Stand for Childhood Foundation for Childhood Cancer. Childhood cancer itself, where the money goes, special events, my account, Alex's shop, monthly giving, Team Lemon, the Million Mile, all that and more will be waiting for you once you click on the link that I will have in the description so you can help others out and spread this link to others, spread the word so we can help these kids out. With that said, please leave a like and subscribe on this video. Keep the subscriber count going up. Thank you to 74 of you who are currently subscribed. Comment on this video, make an EDH request or like a standard request or a request for like MGG arena content. Or if you don't want to, you can just comment anyways. I like the positive feedback from you guys. Share this video along with other videos on my YouTube channel with other people so they can receive guidance on when they're building these decks from yours truly. And hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss out on one of my videos. And let's get into this. So this is Magus Lucea Kane. This is a green, blue, red X spells deck. So pretty, you kind of understand the concept. Pump in a bunch of mana to an X spell and get something out of it. For this commander, commander actually can tap for double colorless, and then when you next cast a spell with X in its mana cost, or activate an ability with X in its activation cost this turn, copy that spell or ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. And yes, we do have a combo to do this infinitely. We'll get to that later down the line. Let's get into this commander. So we got Animus Awakening and Mana Bloom for mana ramp. And Mana Bloom is nice because it'll be copied. So this can help us cast other X spells for even bigger than what we normally would. Animus Awakening gets us lands. Mana Bloom is a reusable X spell, meaning that when it runs out of its charge counters, it is returned to its owner's hand at the beginning of your upkeep. Gelatinous Genesis create a bunch of green ooze creature tokens that are hopefully very big. Hooded Hydra for a bunch of snakes. Genesis Hydra get another high mana value non-land permanent card from among the top cards of our library. Well, however many X would be. Full Flowering to create a bunch of tokens by population. By populating Biomass Mutation, turn our creatures into like really big creatures. Ivy Elemental is just another big creature. Open into Wander. Can make everything unblockable and just help us in the game. Learn how to use a key. Anyways, where was I? Oh yes, open into Wonder could just end the game or draw us a bunch of cards and end the game in the process. Altered Ego cannot be countered because screw you mono blue counterspell players. I mean, you're playing for the wrong reason. You're playing to win. You should play for the jank. Am I wrong? Anyways, altered ego can't be countered, and we have it entered. We can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it enters with X additional plus counters on it. So we can have this in enter as something scary, but it'll also be bigger than what the original is. Massive manipulation. We can just take control of everyone's creatures, punish our opponents for, playing with our stuff. Looking at you, Thieves of Sanity players. Increasing confusion could just mill someone to death. Genesis Wave can get us a whole bunch of permanents. Change your plans, buff up all of our creatures, and draw us a bunch of cards, and then have them phase out. Finale Revelation can give us no maximum hand size, and also draw us a bunch of cards. Icy Blast, tap pretty much all of our opponent's creatures if we have enough for X, of course. And we can make sure those creatures don't untap them during their controller's next untap steps. Stolen by the Fae gives a bunch of fairies, so a bunch of 1/1 flyers, and return something big and scary from the battlefield to its owner's hand. Invoke the Fire Mind to just kill someone or draw a bunch of cards. Storm King's Thunder, copy something a whole bunch of times. Crackle with Power, again, just outright kill someone. Guys, Immolating Inferno, damage, exponential growth. We give this to, we target something that is trample that we control. Someone's going to die. Banefire, if X is 5 or more, it can't be counted and it deals X damage to any target. Don't think I should explain much more. Nourishing Shoal can help us in the game. Hydra Broodmaster can make us a bunch of Hydra tokens. Then we have an infinite mana combo. Staff of Domination. Well, actually, the infinite mana combo is Filigree Sages and Chromatic Ori. So we tap Chromatic Ori. Then with Filigree Sages, we untap Chromatic Ori, and then we've got infinite mana. We keep doing that. Because Chromatic Ori allows us to spend mana as though we're mana of any color, and can draw us a bunch of cards. So with this infinite mana, we can tap and untap Staff of Domination infinitely to so we'll be able to get infinite activations out of our commander, infinitely copying our next X spell, and just pretty much every other spell X spell we would cast on that turn, we can infinitely copy it, or like, in Hydra Broodmaster's case, infinitely activate an ability with X and its mana cost and infinitely copy that activation. So for Hydra Broodmaster, it's not a good example because you can only make it monstrous once, but still, pretty good combo. Staff of Domination on its own is still pretty good. Unbound Flourishing doubles the value of X in all of our permanent spells. And whenever we cast an instant sorcery spell, or activate an ability, and X was included in that mana cost. Elementalist Palette help us make more mana in case we don't have our infinite mana combo. Then we've got Burgeoning, Cryptolith Rite, Lotus Cobra, Ashaya Soul of the Wild, Magus of the Candelabra, Kodama of the East Tree, Omnath, Locust of Mana, Selvala, Heart of the Wilds, Kinnan, Bond of Prodigy, Next Bloom Ancient, Vorinclex. All of those cards I just named off are for mana. Farmstead Gleaner is actually another infinite combo in here, because with our infinite mana, if we have, actually, this is just another infinite combo in itself. If we have this if we have Farmstead Gleaner, Nyx Bloom Ancient, and Ashaya Soul of the Wild, what happens is that we're able to infinitely buff up Farmstead Gleaner because of how these work. So because of Ashaya Soul of the Wild, Farmstead Gleaner is now a forest, so we'd be able to tap it for 3. Well, normally for 1, but with Nyx Bloom Ancient, that becomes 3. And then we spend 2 mana to untap it. And then you just keep doing this, and then you've got infinite mana. So then that could also be infinite activations of Staff of Domination, which would then be infinite activations of our commander. And then we've got Draga Gorgot's Boss, because our commander is a mana creature, a creature with the mana ability. So it'll get buffed up when it attacks. It'll untap. It'll get untapped. And whenever we cast a spell, if at least 7 mana was spent to cast it, we untap target creature, and it gets +7/+7 and gains trample until its turn. Rampant Rejuvenator gives a whole bunch of lands. Exploration allows us to play additional lands, doubling cube for a lot of mana. Soul Ring help us get out early. Overflowing Chalice, more mana. And then to end it all off, Cloth, Unraveled Ancient, because we're gonna have big creatures. Gaia's Cradle for more mana. I said Watchtower so we don't fall behind in lands. Muswort Bridge, because again, obviously all the creatures we have or control are going to have power 10 or greater. Spine Rock Null, because we're going to be dealing a lot more than 7 damage, most likely. Thawing Glaciers for more land. Then we've got 15 basic mountains, 15 basic forests, and 15 basic islands. And with that said, the end of this commander guide starring Magus, Lucea, Kane. Join Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation for Childhood Cancer in their fight against childhood cancer and in their attempts to cure it, or at least like find a cure for it. You know what I'm saying. And that said, leave a like on this video and subscribe. Thank you to 74 of you who are currently subscribed. You can be one of those people. All you have to do is subscribe. Pretty obvious. Share this video along with other videos found on my channel with other people, so they can be pointed in the right direction when building these commanders. And because the videos I've been posting has recently had this link to LSF, their website, so that we can get multiple people to support them in their efforts to make the world a better place by eliminating or eradicating childhood cancer. Comment on this video. If you want to make an EDH request, just make sure the commander hasn't already been featured on this channel, which is why you should watch all my videos. But if there's like a specific style you have not seen that you want it to be seen on this channel, just let me know. So like the Red Terror enchantments, I did Red Terror Goblins, so that's already covered. I can do Red Terror Dragons. You just gotta let me know. You can make requests for standard decks or more MTG Arena content if you want that to come back. Just let me know. First come, first serve, of course. And even if you're not in the mood to make an EDH request or something like that, or request in general, comment anyways. I like the positive feedback from you guys. Hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss another one of my videos. See you guys Tuesday. Bye-bye.